When it comes to marketing your medical practice, one of the key things that you can do, everyone can do, is publish regular content-driven emails. What am I talking about? Let's break this apart. Regular means on a recurring, scheduled sort of manner, you are sending out content-driven emails. Content as in helpful advice, education, value. Not sending an email every other day saying, book an appointment, book an appointment. Why haven't you booked an appointment? Would you like to book an appointment? I can help you book an appointment. Nobody wants that. So what you're doing is sending regular, not too little, not too much, sort of email messaging that actually gives good knowledge, education, value to the person receiving it. So stay tuned to learn how to do this better. Hi, I'm Dr. Annie DePasquale. I'm the owner and founder of Collaborating Docs. We help entrepreneurial nurse practitioners get matched with amazing collaborative physicians. Today, we're talking all about those beautiful content-driven email messages that you are sending out on a regular basis. So let's talk about these messages. It is not easy. I know firsthand from having Collaborating Docs. It is essential that we send out regular messaging. I think most people would agree absolutely positively. If you have some sort of email list, patient list, customer list, client list, prospective list, you need to be reaching out to them, but it can be a little bit harder than it sounds on the surface. Life gets busy. It's hard to sit down and write a beautiful, wonderful email week after week after week if you do it weekly or even monthly. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. It was December, the holidays slipped my mind. So this is something you're going to be adding to your calendar on your phone or wherever you keep track of things. I have to sit down, make this, write this, craft this email, have it ready, and it will launch every fourth Thursday of the month or every, first Friday or whatever it is. Hold yourself accountable. Even with my own company, there are times I've fallen off because things get busy, and we do a weekly email. So it's a lot to keep on top of when you get busy, but you have to put sort of safety net in place. So the best one is really to prepare in advance. So I now have, 4 or 5 emails in advance ready to go. So if I do get busy, I'm not actually not sending an email that week. So add every patient that comes to you to your email list database. The commonly sort of used ones, I'd say probably the most common is MailChimp. I know they have very affordable sort of beginner starter business plans. Also, if you have an EMR, they may or may not sort of have a way to keep your email database through that. Hopefully they do. That would be a very nice, the more powerful EMR will have that. So you might not need another service, but if you do, I would look at MailChimp just as an example. And that's where you want to store all people who've ever expressed interest or have seen you or have thought about seeing you or, however you got a hold of their email, they should be added to your list. Now, I think realistically for a busy nurse practitioner running your own practice, I think a monthly email is perfectly wonderful. I don't think it has to be weekly, but I also think quarterly is too little. So prepare to do this monthly. You're going to send out helpful information. It will need to be rather generalized to the patient population that you serve. So if you're a primary care physician, typical things would be how to avoid getting diabetes, or here's some exercises for your core, how to stay healthy. Say you actually are specialized, you do mental health care. So then it's things about general mental health care, how to avoid stress, how exercise can help mental health, things like that. So you're going to have to think of topics that your clientele will actually find very, very helpful, but they're general enough to apply to sort of a broad audience. And then why is this so helpful? So getting an email like this can be a trigger for the patient to remember, I needed to see that provider. I forgot my checkup, or I forgot to get my colonoscopy, or I forgot to follow up on my diabetes medicine. So just getting the email, even if they don't read it, they don't even look at it, just seeing the name of your name or the practice's name, it's going to be a lightning bolt. Oh my gosh, I forgot about that. Obviously not for everyone, but a good number it will. And you'll see kind of an uptick in calls and emails and appointments right after you send your email. You definitely want to have an unsubscribe option. I believe it's actually sort of legally required. So you're not pestering people. You know, there's some legality around that. So you don't want to, you want people that don't want to get your email to not get your email. You don't want them to click spam, and that kind of hurts your brand, your domain reputation online. So make sure most products require it because it is legally required. So make sure that unsubscribe is right there, usually at the bottom, so people can get out of it if they don't want to keep getting your messages. And now always be sure what you're communicating is personalized to them. So most email sort of marketing or just email services, or probably your EMR, you can say insert first name, hi, first name, comma, and then it plugs in their first name. It is a lot better if you can do that rather than just be, hey, everybody out there. People don't feel real special if it's going to, hey, everybody out there. And the other part is to have a call to action, CTA, call to action, usually at the bottom of the email. And that's what you want the person to do because of the email. So if you're talking all about how to prevent diabetes, the call to action could be, this coming week, try your hardest to actually have 5 fruits and vegetables a day, and cut back on your refined carb intake and, bread, cake, cookie intake, whatever it might be. So be rather specific, like, hey, here's your homework for the week. I suggest you start taking a walk around the block at least every other day after you eat dinner, whatever the advice might be. And you can also sprinkle it in with a very blatant plug for yourself. The call to action is, come see me, book an appointment if you haven't been in the last couple months, so we can check up on how everything is going with you and your health. So, maybe not every single time, book a call, but every so often, absolutely, it should be a call to action to help you and your business out. So hopefully you found these tips helpful. I wish you all the best as you set up your practice or perhaps grow your practice. And don't forget to include the email marketing as one more thing on your monthly to-do list, but it will pay off hugely in the long run. All right, take care. See you next time.